I think The Accountant 2, I wouldn't say it's just a good movie. I think it is a little bit better than the first movie, surprisingly. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is On The Brink, and today I'm going to review the latest action thriller film that's also a sequel to an underrated gem, and that film is The Accountant 2. This movie is directed by Gavin, who directed the first Accountant movie and also Warrior, which I really do love. And this movie stars Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal. Forensic accountant Christian Wolf, played by once again Ben Affleck, teams up with his estranged but highly lethal brother, played by Jon Bernthal, to track down mysterious assassins after attempted murder. So, let's talk about the first Accountant movie, which I find the movie extremely underrated. I think it's a very enjoyable espionage action thriller film that is so well directed. I think it's one of Ben Affleck's better performances that I've seen him in a very long time. So we've been waiting 8 years for the sequel, because the movie ends off in a way where I'm like, yes, I do want to see a sequel to it. So finally, The Accountant 2 has came out, and I love Gavin as a director in general. Not just the first Accountant that I find very underrated. I also love Warrior, that stars Tom Hardy and Joe Edgerton. Love that movie. I think it's a very good boxing drama film. So of course I was excited for the sequel. I love Ben Affleck. I love Jon Bernthal. The original cast is back in this movie. And I gotta say, guys, Gavin has done it again. I think The Accountant 2, I wouldn't say it's just a good movie. I think it is a little bit better than the first movie, surprisingly. And the thing that mostly surprised me about The Accountant 2 is how different toned this film is. You know, the first movie is a very serious action espionage thriller film that, you know, it takes itself very seriously, and I thought it's really well handled. This film has a completely different tone. It's much more of a fun, brotherly film, which I was not expecting. Like, most of this movie is about Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal basically settling their differences and working together to take down these assassins, and I thought that aspect is really well done. Normally when they change tones within sequels, I normally don't like, because it wouldn't feel like it's the exact same tone as the first movie, but somehow this movie really worked with that. And I think Gavin absolutely directed this movie very well. There are some great action scenes in the film. The cinematography that he directed is really well done. Of course, the action scenes is not the biggest spotlight in this film, but the action scenes are filmed very well, especially the shootout scene with Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal. It is really well filmed, it is very thrilling, and it's exciting in the film. But I gotta say, the cast in the movie is fantastic. Once again, Ben Affleck does a great job in this movie, once again reprising his role as the accountant. You know, he's still smart, but he's also really badass at the exact same time, and I thought they brought those elements really well with him. I thought Ben Affleck does a really good job in the film. But I gotta say, Jon Bernthal actually stole the movie for me throughout the most part. I thought he is hilarious in the film, and I thought he is really awesome in this film, and I think the overall chemistry between Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal is the reason you should check out this movie. Their chemistry is really spot on in this film, and that's what the film mainly focuses on, which I was really surprised. Just the scenes where they're just talking, their chemistry is so well done in this film. The dialogue between them two is really well handled. Like, at times I actually forgot this was an action movie. This felt more like a brotherly thriller drama film that I thought it's directed so freaking well. And this movie actually has some good comedic moments. I was really surprised. This movie is much more funnier than I was expecting. You know, it's a completely different takeaway from the first movie, and I thought the comedy works because the chemistry between Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal really adds a lot of fun to the table, and that's this movie. It's a fun whodunit murder mystery film that has really good pacing throughout the most part. I thought the pacing of this film is so well done. I was invested throughout the case of this film. It does get a little bit convoluted, I'm not going to lie, but I was still very invested throughout the investigation in the film. But you're definitely in for Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal's shoes here. This movie is about these two brothers reconnecting while doing this case, which I was really surprised about. I thought Gavin adds a pretty risky tone with this movie, but I thought the different changes this film brought out, it makes me think that this film is a little bit better than the first one. Not to say the first one was bad, absolutely not. The first movie is still one of the most underrated films of the last decade. I thought The First Accountant is a really good serious thriller, but this film kind of ups the game a little bit. It really ups the fun of the world of The Accountant, and I thought it did those elements really freaking well. So overall, guys, The Accountant 2 really surprised me. I think this is better than the first movie. The tone changing of this film absolutely works. I think the chemistry between Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal is really well done in this film. It's a really good brother, you know, murder mystery type story that I feel it's handled very well. The rest of the cast is great as well. The action scenes are really well done in the film. But just the whole drama film about these two brothers, it's really well done in the film, and it actually really does stand out for me. I can see there could be some people that want the serious tone like the first one did, so if you go into this film expecting that, don't. This film is much more fun toned than the first movie, and it has its humorous moments. But I surprisingly enjoyed The Accountant 2 throughout the most part when it comes to those changes, and I thought The Accountant 2 really ups the game, and Gavin O'Connor, you've done it again with this really fun action murder mystery brother thriller film. I gotta say, for The Accountant 2, absolutely go see this film on the big screen. So guys, that is my review for The Accountant 2. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.